I'm my wonderful grandchild. All right. A lot of people are going to tell you, a lot of people who have never done very much with their own lives or made a lot of money, they're going to tell you that you can't get rich. I don't know why, because you're black, you're white, you're Christian, you're Jewish, you're Muslim, you're foreign born, you didn't go to Harvard, you didn't go to college at all, you were a terrible student, you've made a million mistakes. There are all kinds of people who are going to give you all kinds of reasons on why you can't get rich because, well, frankly, they've never done it and they have no idea how to do it. And if you talk to them about hard work and investing and all of the things that it takes to get rich, I mean, these are all kind of foreign concepts to them. So in other words, you really can't ask people who aren't successful how to be successful or people who aren't rich how to be rich. Who do you ask? Well, you ask people who have already successfully done what it is that you want to do, which is to get rich. There are people who have done it. And they're not afraid to tell you how they've done it. These people have written books. They have podcasts. They have YouTube videos. They have all kinds of ways to teach you. And what do you got to do? Well, you got to open up your mind. You got to take this material in. You have to filter it through your circumstances. And then you got to come up with a credible plan that works for you. Now, what I say is you got to be willing to work hard. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means you got to be willing to work. I say if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, even if you're in your 50s, you can work 50 hours a week. That's not impossible. You can have all the money in your 40 hours to pay your bills and then the other 10 hours put aside for your investments. Is it hard to do? Yeah. I mean, is it challenging? Is it, when you start putting a few $1,000s away, I mean, is it tempting to take that money and to use it, for some emergency or something that you have? Yes, that's always going to be the temptation, but that's the self-discipline you're going to have to put in there in order to get rich, because anybody who tells you you can't get rich is full of bullshit. Because I'm telling you, you can do it. Now, how am I telling you this? Well, I have 5 courses, all free, on success.org. I have a nice app that summarizes everything that can give you this in bite-sized bits every day. That's on success.org. That's free. I got a couple of books. I could put more of my books up there if people are interested on success.org, and everything is free. And, this is a wonderful age. You can, you could take your phone and look up success.org and you can, do this stuff every day when you have some free time. This is the learning. Why do you want the learning? Well, it's not really what I'm saying. It's me providing information for you so you can think about what's best for you and your circumstances. Now, I'm telling you, anybody can come up with a plan to buy 4 condos. You buy 1, you buy 2, you buy 3, you buy 4. How do you buy 4? Well, you figure out how to buy that first one. How do you do that? Well, we're going to talk about all of those things. That's what I've been talking about. You can watch my YouTube videos, you can watch these TikTok videos, and you can certainly take the courses, the Master Real Estate and the Master Small Business courses and the Success. You can do all of this. It doesn't cost anything. It's just, if you're not willing to, take, 30 seconds to go from here to success.org and to look at the material and say, hey, yeah, I'm gonna check this out, because I'm telling you, from my perspective, I'm not full of shit. I'm telling you everything that I've done, I've learned, I've implemented, the mistakes that I've made, and I've made plenty of mistakes, and you're going to make mistakes, and people make mistakes, but that's all part of becoming a success. What do basically, you can watch all of these videos and all these people in these podcasts. They're all going to be basically telling you the same thing. But I mean, I like small business. Why? Because it's entrepreneurship. Why? Because if you own your own kind of business, then you're deciding your own hours, your own, your own salary. You're deciding how hard you're going to, you make all of those decisions. So I like that. And I like real estate because, if you invest in the stock market or, it's cryptocurrency, who the hell knows? Who's running that? I don't know, Buy the Trump meme coin. It's up 45% one day and down 85% the next day. That's a little too volatile for me. If you look at real estate, where is real estate? Always going up. Is it always going to be? Yeah. Everything's going to cost more. The real estate's going to cost more. You're buying it now, you're locking it in. Would you have rather to buy it in 1980 or 1990? Yeah, of course you would, but you didn't. But now you're doing something, and you're not only doing this for yourself, but you're doing this for your children and for your legacy, the people who will follow after you. If you have these wonderful people called tenants, they keep paying money. Month after month, year after year, decade after decade. When does it stop? It doesn't stop. So, you're buying this little money machine, even if it's a little condo, somebody's paying every month, year, decade. It doesn't end. So what do you want to do? Yeah, I want to do this for myself, but I want to do it for my children, and you're learning. How much can you do? Well, if you buy one condo, you have a place to live. If you buy two, well, now you've got somebody who's out there working who may be giving 50% of their pay to you in rent. That sounds good. Somebody's out there working and I take half their money. That's kind of what this is. Don't you want to get in on this? You say, so anybody who tells you what you can't do, say, no, that's bullshit. And if anybody tells you you can't get rich, well, I don't think that they've thought this through enough, because I'm telling you, you can do it. If you're smart. How are you smart? You're going to be doing the research, you're going to be thinking, you're going to be making plans, you're going to be implementing those plans. You got to be hardworking, and you got to have a plan. And I'm going to give you the plan, and you're going to think about this. You're going to say, yeah, I can see how other people have done this. Why not me? And you're my wonderful grandchild. I'm always going to be saying it day after day after day. Yeah, why not you? I want you to have a successful life and have everything you want in your life for yourself and your family. So you have what you want, and plus you have money to spoil those you love. Come on, this is a pretty good plan. And we've got it for you. Success.org. I'm your Papa Bill.